5 runners, Stompin to run favourite. Ran 5th in the Albany Cup. Eternal Advice, whose form before the Albany Cup, where it had no luck, is the second favourite. And the 5 runners jump out of the gates at the 1800. Insurgency, the top weight, one of the best away. First Hit will be ridden towards and take the lead up. Stompin settles third. On the outside to Mortgage, and Eternal Advice drops out 2 lengths away at the tail. First Hit, the stablemate of the favourite Stompin, carts him out to the back now with 1,550 metres to run. Leads by a length and a half. Insurgency, the inside, is second. On the outside, Mortgage, and then a length and a half away, Stompin, who races on the outside of Eternal Advice, who's a neck away on the inside last. There's no pace on as they roll into the 1,200 metre mark, where First Hit is the leader by a length on the outsider of the field, Mortgage, who's running second and travelling okay. A length and a half away then to the former Mount Barker Cup winner, Insurgency. Stompin on the outside's 3/4 away, and a length away to Eternal Advice back at the rear of the field. They go past the 1,950 to travel, and First Hit in front by just over a length. A length away Insurgency, a length in the way to Stompin, and a half on the inside Eternal Advice as they go by the 800 metre mark, where First Hit in front has been there shortly after the start. Leads by 3/4 now on Mortgage the outside, a length and a quarter away Insurgency, 3/4 to Stompin the favourite, who's about 4 lengths off the lead, and a further length away to Eternal Advice as they go past the 600. The tempo starts to increase now, where First Hit leads by 3/4 still on the outside Mortgage, a length and a half, a length and 3/4 now to Insurgency as Stompin quickly moved around the outside of Ed, and a length and a half to Eternal Advice back at the rear. They swing around the corner. First Hit in front by a neck around the corner from Mortgage. Stompin to the centre of the track starts to run on. Insurgency behind them, and then followed Eternal Advice. Mortgage hit the front over First Hit, but Stompin moved up on the outside. Insurgency just coming across heels late. Stompin gets to the lead. Mortgage is giving it a race down to the line, but Stompin will get there. Stompin wins by a half length over Mortgage. Photo third, Insurgency and First Hit, and Eternal Advice was pretty well last all the way. Stompin gets home there for Sean McGruddy over Mortgage, who ran a very good race, continued to fight on like a bulldog, and Stompin gets the upper hand by about a half to 3/4 of a length on the line. Insurgency and First Hit in a photo for third. Maybe Insurgency on the outside, but we'll leave that one to the judge. 2-5 and a photo. The winner, Stompin, is a 5-year-old bay gelding by Pins out of Queen of Thunder. Is owned by Mrs. S and M and Ms. N Lidjovic, Miss A McEntee, Miss M.D. Lowe, A. Smith and Steve Wolf, trained by Steve Wolf. Yeah, mate.
2, 5, 1, 4 and 3.
Yep.
In a race time of 1:57.84. Half length, 1.5, short half head.
Thanks, mate. And Steve Wolf and Sean McGruddy there, the winning combination, and they were successful in the first. Second goes to number 5, Mortgage, a 6-year-old bay gelding by Itram out of Rich Wave, trained by Megan Midgley and ridden by Ali Cockram. Started the outside of the field, Mortgage, but has run a very game race and was a fairly unlucky 4th at its previous start, which was in the Kojonup Cup back in late February. Third goes to number 1, Insurgency on the outside, an 8-year-old chestnut gelding by Street Cry out of Ills, trained by Gary Delane and ridden by Dan Stake. Fourth in was First Hit, and Eternal Advice has run 5th. 2-5-1-4-3, 1:57.84 the time there, 1:57.84, and just to show you how they dawdled through that race was 2.9 seconds slower than the maiden over the same distance the previous race. So they really walked in that race there and made it a sprint home. 1:57.84 the time, a half by a length and a half by a short half head. The winner, Stompin, tightened right up late in betting to be $1.50 and $1.04. Mortgage paid $5.80 for a place, no third dividend. Insurgency, Quinella $22.50, Exacta $23.40, Trifecta $121.60, first 4 $136.90, race to race double $4.10.